So we're going to interlace our hands, and I like to have my thumbs free like this because I put my thumbs at the base of my skull. I'll turn around and show you kind of where I'm putting that. Right there. I'm going to take my hands and push them into my skull and push my skull back into my hands. So I've got this equal but opposite pressure, making sure that I'm not pushing my chin back or arching my neck up. It's really this skull up towards the ceiling and a little pressure. So that pressure is going to wake up those muscles, just that alone, but we're going to add a little movement to it. So keep both hands there. I'm just going to remove this hand so you can see what you're doing. So I'm going to press my head in my hands and kind of get that waking up. So I start to wake all this tissue up in here, these deep muscles. And then I'm going to slowly do a little bit of a lift of my breastbone up. So it's the tiniest little arch you could do. So I'm not letting my ribs shift forward or back. I'm not shifting my weight on my pelvis. I'm right on my sits bones, ribs are on top of my pelvis. I'm just lifting my breastbone and collarbones up. I'm breathing there, pressing my skull into my hand, and then coming back center. We're going to repeat that 2 more times. I'm going to take both hands up, pressing the skull into the hands, doing a little pressure of the skull into the hands, and then doing that little bit of way in the upper back, right in between your shoulder blades, a little lift there. And then releasing. 1 more, pressing the head into the hands, lifting the chest, taking the arms with me. My arms are kind of moving with me. I'm thinking about my elbows reaching forward and up a little bit. And release. And then shake out your shoulders. We're going to take our opposite hand to the shoulder. So I'm taking my left hand to my right shoulder and I'm kind of squeezing, right? I don't want to pinch too much in here, but more along the back side. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit, get a nice grip. Maybe you feel some trigger points in there. And I'm just going to start to do some shoulder circles. So one of the things that I tend to see happen is that like the elbow starts going, a little jazz move, and I don't want you to do that. I want you to see if you can really lift your collarbone and shoulder blade up, back, down, and around. We're going to do about 4 here, squeezing the top of the shoulder with that opposite hand. 3, and breathing. 4, and then you're going to go the other way. So you're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're just going to shake out the arm a little bit. Keep squeezing with this other arm. And then you're going to do some arm swings. So it's still squeezing. You're going to bring the arm across your body up and then down and back. And just kind of let it swing. Let your body move as you do this. And you could even follow your hand with your eyes. Just 6 of these. So we're on number 4, 5. Squeezing the top of the shoulder. Then you're just going to release both hands down and we're going to do arm circles with the same arm. So we're doing everything on one side first. And you notice that as I do these arm circles, my body weight is shifting. And that's fine. And breathing there. You're letting your whole body move. 4 in this one direction and then we'll go the other direction. So you do 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just shake out the arms. So now that you've loosened up that right shoulder, let's do the other side. So kind of shake out your arms a little bit. We're going to take the right hand to the top of the left shoulder. We're going to give it a little squeeze, remembering to go more to the back than the front. Make sure that you're not leading from your elbow. You're going to see if you can circle this collarbone and shoulder blade forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. 2 more in this direction. So it's as if you're kind of trapping the tissue with this hand, the right hand, and then moving the bones so you give yourself a massage. We're going to go the other direction for 4. Breathing with that. 3, 2, 1. Shake out that arm a little bit. Hang on to your squeeze. Maybe you adjust where you want to put some pressure in that shoulder. And we're going to do some arm swings. So you're just going to swing 1, 2, we're going to do 6 of these. 3, breathing with us. 4, 5, 6. Shake out that arm, release the shoulder, shake out both arms, and now we're going to do our arm circles. So you really want to let your whole body move with this. If your balance is okay, follow your hand with your eyes. So we're going to do 4 in each direction here for 1. Breathing 2, 3, 4, swinging the other way. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just shake out those arms. So you want to find your feet parallel. Cue up the belly just a little bit so you don't sag or round in your spine. You're going to bring your elbows to the height of your shoulder and to the wall. We're going to do 5 shoulder shrugs. So we're just going to slide our shoulder blades together and push away. 2 and together. Make sure you don't pinch the shoulders up. 3, 4, 5. Keeping the belly in. Then from there, we're going to press into the hand. Make sure your hands don't make a little claw. You're keeping your shoulder blades stable in this. So this is where you really want to work on the stability of your shoulders. So you want to keep your shoulders on your ribs on top of your pelvis. Push into the wall and stretch your arms straight for 5, 4. Collarbones lifted and wide. 3, 2, 1. From there, we're going to adjust a little bit. So you're going to bring your hand now to the height of your shoulder. So instead of your elbow, it'll be your hand. About shoulders distance. So here's my shoulder joint. My hand's coming straight out from there. My hands are not twisted. My middle finger is in line with the middle of my wrist, in line with my elbow, in line with my shoulder joint. Stepping back a little bit farther from the wall. I just have to adjust because now my arms are straight. We're going to keep the arms straight. Don't hyperextend your elbows like this. Keep them just straight, not hyperextended and not bent. And all you're going to do is shrug the shoulder blades together. Again, sometimes our heads bob forward when we do that. So bring the head above the ribs, ribs above the pelvis, and then push the wall away. Shrugging shoulders together and apart. 3 and apart. 4, 5. Then holding with that width of your shoulder. Remember, I don't want to roll my shoulders forward and round my back. I want to lengthen my spine, wrap my shoulder around my back, reaching through the hand. I'm going to keep my shoulders stable on my back, collarbones wide and lifted as I bend for 5, 4. Only go down as far as you can keep your shoulders stable. 3, 2. Last one. 1.